Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. It's been a couple of days, guys. How you doing, Renee? Nice seeing you. Let me get my stuff set up here. I apologize. Listen, guys, you know when you are self-employed, it's on. I've just finished getting off a phone with a client. You know what? I am not complaining. God is good. God is good, guys. But I'm telling you, I missed you guys. I've literally been busy all weekend. No complaints, but let me tell you, I'm so excited to get online. There is so much to talk about. I've got more ginger tea. Hi, Renee. Thank you. What you got, Rhonda? Renee, I got a lot tonight. We're going to talk about JLo's been in hiding. Haven't you noticed she's been quiet? Have you noticed that? Oh, I missed my ginger tea. Hold on, let me get my setup straightened out. Also, Ben Affleck has been spotted with his trans kid, the one that was Finola. What I can't think of her name. I'm terrible with names, but she's the one that cut, or he's the one, or they cut her hair off and wore a boy suit and went to Jennifer Garner's father's funeral, her 87-year-old father in West Virginia, and declared at her father's funeral that she's a boy now named Finn. So Ben Affleck is spotted with his trans daughter, and looks like she's growing her hair out, or I don't know what, she was born a she, let's call it what it is. But she's got her hair growing out. So, hey, baby boxer, how you doing? Brooklyn Love, hey, glad to see you guys. Hi, Jess Dale, hi. AKA Finn. Okay, yeah. So she is Ben Affleck is spotted with her, which I think is good. That girl, I can't, you know what? We got to talk about that, guys, and we got to shoot straight, pow. Anytime you stay, and this is your grandfather's funeral, and you cut all your hair off, that's JLo and her influence and her kids' influence. Oh, Serafina. Thank you, Jess. Serafina, yes. So looks like Finn is growing her hair out, wearing a baseball cap now, but Ben Affleck is spending time. That is right. Put your arms around your babies. That is right, Brooklyn Love. She needs her daddy. Absolutely. Now, I think that JLo, that played a part. We're going to talk about that tonight, because I do believe JLo, and because JLo's daughter, JLo went out publicly. She calls her daughter Emma, I think her name, she calls her they, them, and she calls her M. So, and JLo went out publicly and on stage and identified her daughter as they, them. And I do believe, in my opinion, it was Puff Daddy that knocked on the door by the feds. And I do believe when Serafina shaved all her hair off and wore a boy suit at her grandfather's funeral in West Virginia in front of those more conservative people. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Prince Harry and how he is on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon doing Halloween skits. So how far has he fallen? And I hear that Netflix, it looks like the Polo series is actually not about Prince Harry. It's a 5-part series about his boy, his friend, Nacho, the one that Megan was hugged up on. Remember? Megan was hugged up on him. So we're going to talk about that. So we've got a lot to talk about. Also, the Family Matters actor. Remember the father? Remember Urkel on Family Matters and the father? Remember, there were rumors that the father and P-Diddy got it on. Well, apparently the father has come out, and Page 6 got an interview with him. So we are about to get into it. I'm so excited. I missed you guys. I actually did miss my videos. And you know what? I work 7 days a week, self-employed, and I'm not complaining. God is good. But I'm telling you, honestly, I need to slice out time, break. I have my personal trainer on Saturdays. This weight is coming off. I try to do vacations, extended vacations, but my money is tight right now. So, and I like my videos. So I'm going to have to slice out a time every every other day. Make it religious, because this is how I kind of get my conversation in, right? Mm. So, Brooklyn, welcome. Renee, nice to see you. Hi, baby boxer. Jez, hello, Jez Dale. Crystal, thank you. Let's get into Ben Affleck and JLo. First of all, Jez, I don't think they're back together again. I am suspicious, and I think we should talk about this. And we got to really delve into this. You know, these celebrities are really slick when it comes to what they want to promote. And you notice J-Lo has been riding hard for this whole Ben Affleck love story thing, right? I'm wondering if J-Lo was hoping that she would divert our attention from the feds knocking on her door. She wanted us to look this way instead of that way. So she wants us to look this way at her and Ben Affleck. And how I read somewhere, and I should have pulled it up, guys. I read somewhere where she's heartbroken over Ben Affleck, and she will not spend the rest of her time worried about him. I'm like, girl, stop. You got the feds to worry about. So we're going to get into that. JLo, she claims that it was in April that she and Ben separated. That was the official date, right? Now we're going to do the timeline of Miss JLo and Ben. We're going to connect all this together, because you got to pay attention to these celebrities. They are really slick. Because if you're not paying attention, they will have you caught up in something else. Because like I said, they want to kind of do a fake, Jedi fake on us. Well, Ben Affleck's been out that marriage since April. But every chance she get, anytime that he do a hit and run, or anytime she can get them kids together, she calls the paparazzi, right? So here's what happened. The feds, they raid Puff Daddy's Miami property and his LA property, right? His California property and his Florida property. Okay. This was in April. They got all of these videos and all of the 1,000 of the baby oil and lubricants and whatever sex toys sex. Oh God, I don't want YouTube to demonetize me, because they'll do that in a minute. So this was in March. According to divorce decree, not the divorce decree, but the petition to divorce, JLo said they separated in April. Now, remember, it was around that same time that Jennifer Garner's father passed away. Jennifer Garner's mother and father, they were married for like over 60 years. They were like over in their 80s. So her father passed away. And I was shocked when I saw Serafina cut off all her hair, and that baby was dressed up like a boy. And she spoke at her grandfather's funeral, and she wanted to be identified as Finn, a boy. So imagine this. Now, I'm going to shoot straight to you, pal. That baby, she deserves to have a mother and father hug her and love her. Just love on her. But that was out of line at a funeral, at your grandfather's funeral. Out of line, period. And that led me to think, wait a minute. Because as a parent, I'm like, that can't be okay with Ben and Jennifer Garner. No way. No way in hell. Then I started doing research on JLo's door, and then it popped up that JLo over a year ago, over 2 years ago, her daughter, she announced her daughter on stage and said they, them, they, and then she called them in. So I guess the daughter doesn't want to, she's a, what do you call it? Ooh, my kids tell me the name. I can't think of the name, but it's when you don't want to be identified as a male or female. So the girl doesn't want to be identified as male or female, wants to be called they. Now this girl is like what, 13 at the time, 12 or 13. And then I heard about Serafina cutting her hair off, and their kids are very close. I said JLo's daughter influenced that girl Serafina. That's what happened. And I don't think that Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck wanted that. I don't think so. And listen, in my house, and I told you guys, and I you know what? I don't want to offend nobody out there, but I got to shoot straight to you. Pow. Not in my house. You'll be a male and female. You'll be what you're born with. And then anything Once you turn 18 and you're an adult, fly bird fly. I'm here. I'm be present in your life. I love you because I love my children, but not until you're 18. Well, underage, no, we're not going to go through all of that. Not, no, you got too much time on your hands. These kids, these Hollywood kids got too much time on their hands. Yes, Jess, thank you. Thank you. Non-binary, thank you. I mean, there's so many names out here. I'm confused. So it was clear that JLo was open to this whole idea of like non-binary or even trans, because Serafina is trans. But I don't think that Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck wanted that for their 13-year-old kid. I don't think so. And I think that, and I see why, because they may have a difference in the way they raise their child. Like for me and my ex-husband, no way in hell. There is just no way you're going to come in here and tell me you're anything. Under 18, you got school to go to. You got extracurricular sports, all these activities. We got shit to do. You got chores in the house. We got things to do with the family. If you got your kids busy going about the business of living their young lives, keeping them active, right? If they are nice and busy and they're thriving in their lives, they don't have time to worry about, wait a minute, what am I? Their poor brains are not even fully developed yet. Are you kidding me? And that's when I spotted that, guys. I swear to God, I spotted that. I said, that's a problem. That's a big problem. And also the feds knocking on JLo and Ben Affleck's door. I think that was also a problem. And then JLo sold that man's motorcycles, his collection of motorcycles. And then the fourth thing was when she revealed to the world all the letters via email that he wrote her, and he was drunk writing her when he was married to Jennifer Garner. I think those four things played a big part in the demise of their relationship. And I think it was all JLo. Really, it was. And Ben Affleck should not have. He should not have married her. It was impulsive. He should not have. Plus, the biggest issue, I think, are the feds and the fact that she came out. Let me show you of him and his daughter. This was beautiful. When I saw this, I said, okay, this is what I want to see. I want to see daddy and mama with their kids. I want to see JLo with her kids. I want to see Mama Bear. I want to see daddy with his kids. And Jennifer Garner's always with her babies. But I want to see Ben spending more time with his kids, not JLo. Let me see you with your kids, Ben. Let me see you with your babies when his son was on a motorcycle. Let's see that. Look at this. Look at that. That's cute, right? And look at Ben Affleck and Finn are seen leaving the hotel on July 25. Oh, this is in Paris. What? Wait a minute. This is what the hell? Wait a minute. Hold on. Ben Affleck makes rare outing with middle child Finn amid Jennifer Lopez divorce. Okay, so this is September 28th. So let me run the video. So they have an old picture there. So let's see. Oh, did they remove the picture? They removed the picture, guys. You see that? Oh my God. Did you see how they removed the picture? You guys see that? Why did they remove the picture? That's interesting. That is interesting. All right. Ben Affleck got in the Halloween spirit by taking his 15-year-old child, Finn, to shop for costumes on Friday. In photos obtained by Page 6 and posted on September 27th, the duo was spotted outside a Spirit Halloween store in LA. While it's unclear whether they ended up making a purchase from the seasonal retailer, Affleck and Finn appeared to be in good spirits as they walked together. So let's see if we can find their picture. Hold on one second. We're going to see if we can find that. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Okay, here is. Let's see if it pops up, guys. Can you see this? Let's see. Or did they remove it? All righty. Okay, give it a second. They give us these commercials. I hate when they come up with these commercials, but give them a second. Let me skip ad. Let's see. Skip ad. What is this? Okay, let me scroll down here a little bit. Let's wait on that one. Wait. Exit. Okay. Okay, maybe something's coming up. Let me see. Wait. They're killing me here with these. Oh my God. What are they doing? Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is, guys. Right below. Here they are right here. Oh, okay. Look at that. Can you guys we find a picture? See, look at this. Okay, thank you. Yeah, look at that. Now, see, this is what I love to see, Ben. Hang out with your girl. Hang out with your daughter and your kids. So Ben Affleck took his 15-year-old child, Serafina, Halloween shopping on Friday. Oh, this is a back grid photo too. Look at that back grid at it again. Oh, now who's behind it? Okay, so she is still, her hair is growing out. It says they were seen outside a Spirit Hollywood Halloween store in Los Angeles on Friday. It's not known if they purchased anything. Back grid photo. So did Ben call back grid? Oh, we look at them. This is another look at them. Now they said this was on September 14. And look at this. That's M, who non-binary. This is Serafina, but it looks like she's got a girl necklace on. So she's growing her hair out. Beautiful. This is when they went to Beverly Hills Hotel. That's JLo and Ben. This is when they all went to the hotel. Why Ben, I don't understand why Ben is there. And then look at this Coca-Cola can he's got. I said, Ben, you got beer there? What's going on right there? But it looks like Serafina. Okay, so to get Serafina, Affleck's son Samuel in the back. Oh, he's a little one. That's right. So it looks like Serafina's growing her hair out. And she's dressing a little bit more feminine. She's got a little pouch, but she's got that cute necklace on and that Beatles t-shirt. So daddy's working on her. Daddy is spend time, like, Ben, leave JLo alone. Leave this chick alone. Y'all need to leave each other alone and focus on your kids. Focus on your kids. That's what's important, you weirdos. Focus on your kids. Now, but look at Serafina's hair is growing out. And Ben, yep, good. I like this picture. Who's the boy behind them? Let me see. They were seen outside Spirit. I don't know. Maybe it's a friend of hers. Maybe it's a friend of hers. What do you guys think? But I like this. Look at this. Yes, I like this. Let's get in the comments. Yes, I like that much better. I'm tired of seeing Jennifer and Ben. I'm tired of seeing you two. And Jennifer, stop hiding behind Ben Affleck. We know that you're scared. You're trying to divert your attention from the fact that there are rumors that you were the gun mule. And also, the feds want to know what you know about them freak-offs, them parties. So let's look at these comments in here, okay? Let's look at some of the comments, guys. Let's get into it. Yep. So Brooklyn Love said, look at this. She needs her daddy. Yes, she needs her father. I mean, and when you think about that, when you look at that, guys, think about that. Both groups of kids need their dad and their mom. Like, Ben, fuck JLo. Go hit and run if you want to. But fuck her, and then focus on your recovery and your kids and your career. I don't want to say fuck her, because you married her, you got to do the right thing and let her go. But it's your kids that are important. JLo, the same thing. She's got 2 little ones. That's crazy to me. And your daughter is acting out. They got too much time on their hands. I'm telling you now, anytime they could sit around and say, you know what? I don't really know if I'm a girl. And these are 14, 15-year-olds? No, you do not. You got to first learn how to add and subtract. You got to read. You got to learn how to think on your own. Shut up and just learn. Just learn. Sit and enjoy your life. Go take up tennis. Go take up soccer. Go take up art, take up dance, learn a musical lesson, something. These kids, these rich kids got too much time on their hand. Nope, Jess, they are not back together. You never know in Hollywood, but I don't think so. Crystal Garrett said JLo's daughter M goes by Psy now. Oh, she does. Oh, Psy, huh? God bless her soul. Because children, they just babies. These are babies. These are babies. They just need for you to hug them and love on them. That's it. And when they start doing all that, they're acting out. They're saying they want to get your attention, anybody's attention, it seems. So I love it when I see parents with it. Ben Affleck, yeah, this looks good on you, Ben. Leave JLo at home and go with your daughter. If you got to go to a premiere of your movie or something, take one of your beautiful children with you. Leave these hoes alone. Excuse my language. Renee, JLo corrupted Ben's daughter for sure. I think so. I agree, Renee. I'm going to shoot straight, pow, pow. That girl, that young lady wasn't thinking about none of that until she met Jennifer Lopez's kids. And them kids probably raised themselves. Think about all them men they saw going in and out of JLo's house. She claimed since they were born, their father's Mark Anthony. Since Mark Anthony, it was that, what was his name? Casper Smart, I think his name. He was a bisexual dancer. And then no telling who was between that. Then A-Rod. No telling. And then she jumped from A-Rod to Ben Affleck. No telling. And in between, no. In between Casper and A-Rod, I think was Drake. So she had a couple of hit and runs with Drake. So those are the men that we see her with. There are also men that we don't see her with that do hit and runs, or that because believe me, she's not alone. JLo doubles and triple books because she's so afraid of being alone. But those kids have seen enough. And this idea that she's trying to fool us into thinking that the children are going to experience such a breakup when them kids, her two, Psy and whatever that boy's name is, they done seen all kind of men and maybe women too. You never know, because JLo was in that big freak off bed picture with Aaliyah and Puff Daddy and Andre Harrell. He passed on from health issues, and then some other lady. So we don't know, and the feds want to know. And I think Ben Affleck, and that is right. If I was Jen Garner, I would grab him privately and I say, listen, you need to do something about these chicks that you decide to marry and influencing my children to cut off my daughter, to cut off all her. Can you imagine that your daughter, that would it under 18? That is out of line. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. All right. Crystal says, I believe they separated in March. That's the last time they were photoed together before the announcement. Oh, well, so it was earlier than April. JLo said April. So it was March. So it was around the same time as the raid. That raid is, and JLo, them feds, and if they came a knocking at your door, that means that they got something. They want to know something. So JLo they say a lot of celebrities are scared shitless because they don't know what the feds have seen. They don't know. They don't know what videos the feds got. J.S. Dale said, I believe they broke up in March. He moved out in March. Yeah, Brooklyn says, I think March too. Oh, so it took her a month to realize that they were over? It took her a whole month to realize they were over, huh? Renee, it is said that JLo will have to testify against Diddy. Jaguar Wright said there's a freak off videos. I heard that too. I did. I heard that too, guys. I heard that too. I heard that they got a couple of videos. They got videos of P-Diddy and JLo together outside of the freak offs. So I'm just like, these people, and there are a lot of celebrities that are scared and they don't know what the feds have. What do you do? We know Justin Bieber. I hope we know something happened where he's deserved. I feel bad for him, and I feel bad for Usher because they were underage and exposed to too much too young. I feel sorry for those two. The rest of these old ass people, grown ass people, no, you guys knew what you were doing. And that drug dealer, remember the last video I did a couple of days ago where that drug dealer said that what he saw, he could never unsee. He saw two popular rappers going at it, like, and he said that he got the hell up out of there. He said he could not unsee what he saw. And this is the stuff that was going down. And I'm sure the feds knocked on JLo's door because she spent almost 3 years with P-Diddy. There is no way you're going to spend 3 years with him when freak offs are going on and not know what's going on. And it's rumored that she carried the gun. She was the gun mule, brought the gun into that club where the pow pow happened. A lady got pow powed in the face. And she got to testify. That's really when it's going. When they start having the trial and they have the different celebrities got to come up, that's when it's going to become quite obvious. And you know who else I hear on that list is Pink. I hear Pink is on that list. And did you know that Pink scrubbed her Instagram or got rid of it? My daughter told me that Pink took down her social media or something. I'm like, what? And then I hear that because Pink and Jenny McCarthy were all over Justin Bieber. And that's all. They were grown-ass women. He was a young boy. So I can't wait to see the trial. I cannot wait to see the trial. Brooklyn Love. I don't think Ben and Gen G wanted that either. God created male and female. Brooklyn Love, I agree with you on that. Yes, they did. Not for your child. Not for anybody. Once you become an adult, to me, it's like my children are grown now. I try to stay present and pray that they're okay and make good decisions. But say that they were to want to go down that road, I would just pray for them and just say, hey, you're grown. But not when they're like 14, 15, 16. No way, no how. There's no way in hell we would allow that. No, because they're not even of age. Their brain is still not fully developed yet. I mean, half the time, they don't even know what they want to eat for breakfast or dinner. Half the time, these kids, can you imagine when you're that age? Your brain is just not at all fully formed. Your thoughts, it's just crazy. Why give them that much agency? They're knuckleheads at that age. They don't know. Once they turn 18, it is really, they become adults. And then you just have to be present. But not under 18. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to wear the clothes that I give you, and you're going to identify when you go to school. If you're a female, you're going to use the female bathroom. If you're a boy, you're going to use the male bathroom. And we're not going to do any of this extra talking about none of all of that. You can figure that out when you over 18. Once you over 18, then yeah, you do what you want, but not under 18, not under my roof. No, you're not. Like, you got all that time in the world. If you got all that time, then you need a job. If you got all that time to think, oh, and I don't know what I am. You got too much time to think. Because once you get up in the morning and shower and have breakfast and you go off to school, and after school is some kind of after school activity, whether you learn to play a musical instrument, you're part of band, or you're part of some sports team, and then you're practicing, then you come home around 6 or 7 and you have dinner, then you watch movies, and then you rinse and repeat Monday through Friday, then Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we doing chores, we going grocery shopping, we may go to the movies. Sunday, we cook Sunday dinner. You could hang out with your friends and then start the week over again. That's how it should go. They shouldn't have free time to do what? To do what? You can't give these. They don't need agency of their own at 14, 15. Okay, let me stop. Let me go in the comments, guys. Let's go in the comments. I'm going off on a tangent. Let's go. Okay, Baby Boxer. I wonder why these celebrities won't keep their children's sexuality private. Sure. Yeah. And the thing is, these kids are not even 18 yet. That's crazy to me. That you're not even 18 yet. And JLo is like, here's them. Oh, I guess she's not M, she's Psy. Oh, here you go. Okay. And the girl is not even 18. I can't, she don't want to be called a girl. So I don't know. This is all too confusing. Crystal Garrett. JLo's daughter appeared more feminine when JLo was dating A-Rod. It's when they moved to LA, she changed. Wow, it's that LA. I'm telling you, something is going on. And they all go to school together, which leads me to think they're all going to a celebrity school where a lot of celebrity kids go. and they think it's for the elite, right? Now, can you imagine them? It's probably the same school the Kardashians went to. All them Kardashian girls. What you think? It's probably the same school with the Kardashian girls. And we know how the Kardashians roll. We know how Kris Kardashian roll with them dogs. She put all them, or she's the biggest pimp. She put all them girls to work. She said, y'all, you guys don't have to go to school. Fuck school. We're going to give you School of Hard Knocks, and I'm going to show you how it's done. And she's editing her daughter's sex tapes, according to Ray J. And then Kylie is messing around with Tyga and she was what, 13 or 14, and he was what, a 25-year-old man. My daughter and I had dinner today because she's home from school, and we were trying to think, the drug dealer that said he saw the two rappers getting it on, getting down, and it blew him. He just could not unsee it. We were trying to think which rappers they were. And on top of our list were, because we thought of the Kardashians and how they roll. Travis, what is his name? Travis, is that his name? That Kylie had the baby by? Travis, what is his last name? Travis, shit, I'm terrible with names. Travis, Tyga, one of the Amigos boys, maybe the one that's married to Cardi B. Who else did we think of? It was Tyga, it was Travis. Who else? Who else? Oh, it was somebody else. Oh, Drake. We thought Drake was on the list. So it's basically Lil Wayne, Tyga, Travis, Lil Wayne. Those were the names, most of the names. So those are the top of the list. JLo's betrayed Ben's privacy. Sure, she did. She betrayed that man's privacy. I told you guys, JLo don't love nobody but JLo, and JLo is a love addict. And she don't have real love to give because she's an addict. And Ben Affleck, true enough, the only love Ben Affleck need to give is to himself, his children, and his program, and maybe his art. He's a director, and he's a screenplay, because he did Good Will Hunting. He and Matt Damon. I think he's a talented actor. I think he's talented in all areas. Those areas. So focus on that. Brooklyn Love says father and daughter quality time. Yes, I agree. I like this. I love seeing this. I'd love to see JLo with real pictures, images of her and her kids together. It's weird because it's like she don't. It's like, but she been hiding, guys. You notice she's been hiding because she tried to use this Ben Affleck thing as a distraction, and Ben's been fighting it. And I like to see Ben with his girl, his daughter, because you need your father too. Jess says, have they been together since the brunch, or was that the last time? That was the last time, but I think that JLo called the paparazzi when they went to a school performance after that. But after that, I have not seen them together. No, they were together. Was it last week when they had Laura Wasserman, the divorce lawyer that worked with Ben? She met with JLo and Ben Affleck. So JLo called the paparazzi there too. To make sure that they were there to take pictures. But JLo, we are still keeping an eye on you in this court case, because I think JLo is going to be on the top of the list to testify against Puff Daddy. So when that trial happens, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Renee said, this what Finn needs her dad the most, kiddos to Ben. Yes, I totally agree, Renee. She does. Get with you. They need you. Your kids need you. Crystal says, do you think JLo will get in trouble since it's been so many years since the shooting? Probably not. I don't know. Probably not. JLo got a lot of money. I mean, can they ever prove that she was the gun mule? That's the thing. I don't know. I think the feds want to talk to her more about the interactions with Diddy and what was going down at those parties. And JLo had better hope that on those freak off videos that there are no coercion or no drugging or no underage people. So she may slip through the cracks, but I think the fact that she's testifying, and if any of those videos come out, it's going to destroy her brand. but I don't think that she will have to go to jail. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But I think it would not help her brand at all. I don't think so. Does Mark Anthony see his twins ever? I don't know. I really don't know because Mark Anthony got kids all over the place now, right? He's like on his third or fourth marriage. He got kids from each marriage. And I think he had a kid before his first. I think he has an older daughter, I think. So I don't know. I know he's touring because I always see his advertising on Instagram. But that I don't know. But his daughter and son needs him too. They need their dad. Jess still says he needs to stay away from JLo. And with all this Diddy stuff going on, matter of time before feds haul in JLo for questioning. I think they have already, Jess. I think they've already called her in. And I think it freaked Ben Affleck out. I think they have called her in. Oh, yeah. Because that would be stupid for them not to. She was with him almost 3 years. She was right there. And there are pictures of her with white on in a big old bed with her, Aaliyah, Puff Daddy, Andre Harrell, and some other girl. And they're all grinning on top of a bed right before Aaliyah died. And now they're starting to question Kim Porter. Albie Schuer is asking for Kim Porter's case to be reopened. There's also been, from last time we chatted, there's discussion about this Wolf guy that popped up dead all of a sudden. I mean, and then you got Tupac and Biggie. What role did he play, if anything, in their deaths? I mean, it's too many people that are popping up and, deceased under Puff Daddy's watch. That are, or he's indirectly, I don't know. I can't assume that. I'm just only alleging. I'm only just saying that maybe they need to question it. So they're gonna call JLo in. Excuse me. I think they've already called her in because it makes sense for them too, because she was right there at the beginning of all of the white parties and the bad boy and all that stuff. I mean, she was right there at the pinnacle of his success, and he helped her, and she worked her ass off though. You got to give it to her. Crystal says, I heard JLo doesn't let Mark see the twins. I think that's terrible. I wouldn't be surprised. I think JLo, she probably put all her baskets in Ben Affleck. Because she put Ben on a pedestal, and why she does it, I don't know, because he's not that into her. But she is into him. And I think that she got to, just like Ben Affleck, I think, got to sit and figure out, why is it that I married this girl? That was impulsive. Why did I make that decision? He's got to ask himself that, because 23 years ago, he made the right decision. He did not marry her, and he picked married Jennifer Garner. That makes sense. And then he blew it with Jennifer Garner with the drinking and the alcoholism. I think she just got burned out, and she loves him, but she's like, I'm tired. I'm thinking that. Now, why did he then double back and then marry JLo to then have, so he's got to answer that. But you know what? JLo's, and she'll never do it. She got to ask herself, why is it that she put Ben Affleck on this pedestal? A man that has shown constantly over and over again that she is not a priority to him. That he's so cold with it. He don't even show up on her birthday. And she showed up on his birthday. He refused to even be photographed with her. He rolled that wave with her in the beginning, and then something caused him. And I told you guys, it's those 4 things. I think it was the feds knocking on the door. Yep. I think it's his daughter Finn dwelling into that transgender stuff. I think that he and Jennifer were like, Garner was saying, wait a minute, these kids are too young. I don't support that. I think it's her selling his motorcycles. It's that paparazzi too. And I think also it's when she let the world know that, and I believe that was so cruel, because when she showed those letters in the love story that was never told, when she showed those letters on the date, it was showing why he was still married. There were letters when he was still married to Jennifer Garner. And Jennifer Garner, knowing that she had she tried to hold on to this marriage and was taking this man back and forth to rehab, back and forth to rehab, probably clean up his vomit, clean up his pissy pants, all that stuff, and listen to him talk crazy. She went through all of that trying to keep her family together. And they got little kids at the time. And JLo was messaging him, and I think that really basically broke his trust. He was like, this chick don't really give a damn about me. She don't, Jim. She don't want her to call him Jim. She don't, Ben Affleck. She don't. She don't know how to. She don't have it to give. That's the thing. She don't have it to give. And he realized that. That girl only she lives and dies by in front of the paparazzi. That's what builds her up. And whether it's positive press, negative press, as long as somebody's talking to her, she's happy. But I noticed, and I checked on her Instagram, she's been mute. And I love the word mute, because when you see a celebrity quiet, you know something's going on. And she has really, Ben Affleck has spent, he started in April not being photographed. And some of you saying March is back, went far back as March. He's letting this shit ride out. And he know, because once the trial hits with Puff Daddy and they start listing them witnesses and they start calling in these celebrities one by one, JLo is going to be on the top of that list. And JLo, if she got any videos with Puff Daddy, you know that JLo is shitting her pants. You know that. Because any video that's out there, can you imagine how much they would make with JLo on that video? An underground video. So JLo is scared. She is scared. And she was with Drake too. But she put Puff Daddy on this pedestal, and she's got back to that. She's got to really ask herself, why? Why is she putting not Puff Daddy? Why is she putting Ben Affleck on a pedestal like that? Why? He thinks nothing of JLo. He's not that into her. And it's okay, JLo. If JLo had done the work like most women have in their 30s and 40s and come to realize that, wait a minute, there are, you're going to be into some guys that just are not going to be that into you. They're not. And it's okay. Your world don't end. You do not have to keep pushing and pressing and pushing the issue. Let it go and move on. Just move on. She has not worked through all that. You are still a wonderful person as you are, despite the fact that this one dude decide that he's not into you. It's okay. But why does she put this man on a pedestal? And we talked about, I had my suspicions of it. We talked about it before. So JLo need to do some mindfulness thinking and find out, why is it that I'm putting this man on a pedestal? And she even put her kids in school with his. She was pushing that relationship. And he just did not want it. He really didn't. And he really wanted an excuse to go anyways. He really did. He wanted an excuse to go. He don't need much, because I'm telling you, feds come knocking. If I'm dating somebody and the feds come knocking on your door, we're going to have a problem. But I wouldn't marry nobody like JLo. You got to look at JLo's history. Ben got to ask his therapist and do some soul searching. Why did you choose JLo? Why? Why JLo? Here's another thing. That Ana de Armas, that really pretty, the beautiful Cuban actress who's talented as hell. I told you guys to watch her on Maryland. She's been in a lot of other shows too. Anything she's in, I watch because I think she's talented. And that girl's in her 30s. Now, she got with Ben Affleck, and they eventually broke up. And Ben Affleck gonna he had gotten a cutout board of her image. Well, when they broke up, he had the people dump it in the front garbage, and then she had the paparazzi show the picture to her. So that leads me to think that she dumped Ben Affleck, which makes sense because she's in her early 30s at the time. This is right before JLo. Ana de Armas is in her early 30s, beautiful and talented. She's marketable and she's working. She's booking jobs. She don't need a middle-aged man who's divorced with little kids and got alcohol issues and gambling issues. That was too much baggage. She hung out with him for a while because he is still an Oscar-winning director, and he had a little bit of name recognition. I mean, he's worth $100 million, more than what she's worth. She hung out with him for a while, and then she was like, shit, I'm out of here. That girl, she can, beautiful and still young, she can have any other beautiful actor. She don't have to deal with Ben. So Ben gets upset, and they break up, and then he takes the cutout likeness, which I think is creepy, a cardboard picture of her, and he dumps it in the trash on the lawn where and it was like to hurt that girl's feelings. And I'm like, Ben, you a big baby. But my point is that Ben Affleck is, he had experience with the young girl. She dumped him, probably hurt his ego too. And maybe also that played a part in him getting with JLo. And he got somebody, JLo, in her mid-50s, middle age, chasing this man down, chasing him down. And he's just like, and he married her, but he realized, oh no, this is too much. And on the 4 big issues that I pointed out. And it's how the tables have turned. But he's got to ask himself, why did he choose JLo? Why did he marry her? Like, they could have just been banging and hanging out and get together, and we would have just been saying they're dating, they're not dating, and we haven't seen them, but they're not married. Why marry? He's got to ask himself that. All right. He's got to ask himself. Jess says, that's what I think, end of March when Ben rented the Brentwood home. Yeah, you think the end of March? That's what everybody's saying, Jess. Baby Boxer. There are some trans people speaking out to let minors reach adulthood to make such serious decisions. That's good to know. Well, excuse me. That's good to know, Baby Boxer, because I have seen that too. It's like, you're so young. When you think about it, give yourself just time to enjoy your childhood. Just give yourself time to enjoy your childhood, because once you become an adult, it's a wrap. You have to be accountable for your own actions. You do. You will end up accountable for your own actions. When you are when you're 18 and up until you're 30, you're given some wiggle room to make mistakes. Once you get from your 30s to 40s, then that's when people start to look at you like, wait a minute. So that's what's happening, like with JLo and the decision she's making here now with Ben and these guys and not being able to be alone. You should be learning that stuff in your 30s. And then when you get in your 40s, because in your 20s and your late 20s and your mid 30s, you get married, or you just been in long-term relationships, you've worked through some relationships. You get in your mid 40s, you start to realize, hey, you know what? I am not like JLo. I am not the only beautiful girl on the planet, and not every guy is going to want me. So, and then you learn, you say, hey, there should be more to me than just my beauty. There should be more to me than what's on the outside, than my mouth, my titties, and my ass. Like, I mean, I have a brain. I'm a human being. I have a soul in here. I have feelings. I have wants and needs. I have opinions about stuff. I'm a human being, and you want to be treated that way. But if you don't do the self-work, and she has not done that, then she ends up going over and over and over and over and going nowhere. She's like doing the exact same thing she did in her 30s. And it's like, you wasting your time on this guy, and shit, all you got to do is show me once you're not interested. I mean, but this is stuff you should have been doing in your 30s. I don't get it. Jess, LA, the land of nuts and fruits. I like that word. That's funny, nuts and fruit. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. And I'm wondering if the whole world of celebrity and what it means has changed, because I think with the advancements in technology, and everybody's got a camera on their phone, and you got social media, we can reach out and touch someone just like that. We can, like, I love my sister and I used, what I'm doing with you guys, my sister and I used to do this, and there was no YouTube. We'd just laugh and chat on the phone, just go all down the list. And now you got YouTube, and you can go on YouTube and type up any subject you want, and you see people talking about. That's the amazing part about, the beautiful part about it. So celebrity, it seems like they can't hide, they can't curate their image. Like, remember I don't know if you're old enough, some of you, but 80s and Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, really, we knew these celebrities, whatever they put in these magazines is what we bought. The story we bought, we bought it. I mean, we whatever they told us, we believed it. Now, everybody got cameras, everybody, and you got social media, and you got if you come out with something, you got somebody else countering that. I mean, it is a whole different age, and these celebrities are like in a fishbowl. And if you got secrets, it's coming out. Like, who would have ever thought that Jada Pinkett and Will Pinkett Smith, and Jada, the one that opened the door to that one with her entanglement with August Alsina, and then we real find out that August Alsina was Jaden Smith's friend. So August Alsina was messing around with your son, and then you turned around and then you're gonna try to clean it up by saying you had an entanglement on your red tabletop. And we all know, come on now, we grown people here. That was no damn entanglement, girl. You targeted that young boy. Well, he went with your son, so your son had him, then you had him, and then we all heard about Will Smith and the word on the street with Will. So it was like, oh, so it was a whole family affair, huh? Was it? See, in the 30 years ago, you would not have been able to get away with that because we would not have known. All we had was in the late 80s, all we had was People magazine, Time magazine. People was the gossip one. And then I think in the 90s and all that came Us and In Style. But we had Vogue was considered the fashion magazine. Cosmopolitan was kind of the female kind of, and you can have raunchy articles in there. But now, listen, it's an open season on everybody. There are no secrets. There are no secrets out here. So these celebrities cannot hide. They can't hide anymore. So the whole idea of celebrity, their images are they try to shape their image, and then reality bounce back, and then we see the real person, and it's not working. Like, you're not fooling us anymore. We see it. Renee Travis Scott. Thank you. Because I'm like, Travis Barker? No, Travis Barker is married to Courtney. So yes, Travis Scott. I think Travis was one of those on the list that my daughter and I were thinking that drug dealer saw Puff at Puff Daddy party. He said it was two popular rappers that was in a room getting down together. And my daughter and I were thinking about who were they? And because of the Kardashians, we were thinking Travis Scott, Tyga, Ray J, Ray J, but he's not a famous rapper, but Drake. Who else is tied to the Kardashian? Kanye West, but I don't know if it was Kanye. But yeah, these celebrities can't hide it anymore. Offset. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jess. See, I love y'all. Y'all on my team. Y'all know. Offset. Cardi B's man. Offset. Yeah, I think my daughter and I were thinking it was Offset and Travis Scott. That's who we were thinking it was. Offset and Travis Scott. Because did you see the image with Puff Daddy at one of the parties? It was Leonardo DiCaprio in the middle, and it was Puff Daddy at the foot, and then it was Offset on his left side, and it was some other white guy on the right side, but I could not recognize the face. Baby Boxer said, must have been some crazy stuff witnessed for drug dealer to be taken off running. He sure did. He said that he could not unsee what he was seeing. And he said he had to get up out of there. He said it was two popular rappers. He never looked at them the same again. I was thinking too of what's the guy that just Nelly. I was thinking Nelly. I was thinking Lil Wayne. Only reason why I was thinking Nelly is because Nelly is off, and I think he was just arrested for drugs. And I know he had a baby with Ashanti, but before that he was single for a while. Well, let me plug up my computer here, guys. Bear with me so this computer doesn't go out. Hold on 1 second here for a minute. If you guys can think of two rappers, who do you think those two rappers the drug dealers saw? That drug dealer saw. I'm thinking Travis Scott and Drake, or Travis Scott and Tyga. You think? Who do you guys think? Because that drug dealer said that coke dealer said he got the hell up out of there. He couldn't get out of there fast enough. Ben is very intelligent. I agree. Yep, I think Ben is very intelligent. He's just an addict, and it's a brain disease, and he really do have to take that seriously. And if you surround yourself around, you plug into God, your higher power, Surround yourself around your children and your family. You'll be okay. And just focus on your recovery. JLo ran to Ben thinking she would get out of Diddy's trouble per JLo Wright. You know what? JLo Wright was telling the truth, y'all. She was telling the truth the whole way. I remember, but you know the reason why I started believing what she was saying? Because it started to ring true to me when she talked about him. Like it didn't seem exaggerated to me. It didn't seem far-fetched. And when you have that eagle eye, because I watch people with squint eyes now. I do. And I think it's just the older you get, you've seen so much. I don't buy what I see. And I think most people feel that way. I think after COVID, and then after, I would say, watching how these celebrities and politicians, how they all work in tandem. I told you guys, it's the politicians, it's the streaming giants, it's these celebrities, it's the advertising arms, it's these gossip magazines, celebrity magazine outlets. They all work in tandem to really try to shape and manipulate our views. And now everything I read or see, I'm like squinty eyes. I'm like, I'm not sure if I buy that just yet. I need to verify. You're going to have to show me more proof than that. So now when JLo says, spotted, it's posted today somewhere. I said, JLo somewhere, I think it was on page 6. They said, JLo and Ben were seen kissing at the Beverly Hills Hotel. They may be divorcing, but they can't seem to keep their hands off of each other. They are just tied to each other. And I'm like, who would write this shit but JLo? Don't that sounds like a love addict? When men don't think like that. That's JLo. That is not JLo and Ben both saying that the man looked miserable when he with her. Kind of the same way Prince Harry looks with Meghan Markle. It's like, but it's like, oh, so yeah, we know who wrote that. And I'm not buying it. All right. Crystal says JLo supposedly performing at this year's AMA Awards. I think she needs to lay low for a while. I agree, Crystal. It might be a good idea, but knowing JLo, she can't. She's addicted to the media, y'all. She needs to be talked about, but she better hope that there's no video. And another thing too is that I was listening to an attorney on News Nation talking about this case. And the attorney explained that the reason why Diddy's in a lot of trouble is because he used drugs and violence to coerce people into getting involved or participating in these freak-offs. That's illegal, right? So say that JLo may have been with Puff Daddy and willing to go, but what about those other girls that were there? Were they coerced in any kind of way? Were they drugged in any kind of way? Were there underage people, male and female? Because look what he did allegedly to Usher and Justin Bieber. If JLo was in a room with all of that stuff going on, that's a problem. That is a problem. And she got some explaining to do. Whether she go to jail, I don't know, but she definitely got to explain that. And who wants to be bothered with that? That's another thing I was thinking Ben Affleck's got to really delve into. When I think about mentally, why would you choose JLo with all her baggage? Like, can you honestly just say this was just an impulse buy? Was it just an impulse buy? And you had second thoughts? Interesting, right? JLo, yes. Peaches, De Leon. Hey, Peaches. All right. Jess says it's bad publicity for her. It is. And she's trying to use this Ben Affleck love story. Girl, there's no love in this story. Stop. And why you keep holding on to this guy, I don't get it. She's got to ask that. But you know something? To me, I think it's a reminder. Anyone that's watching this stuff happen, you get a reality check. And this is something you can learn. If you are involved with someone and they seem to be lukewarm when it comes to relationship, they just not that into it. That's plain and simple. And you got some people out there in the world, male or female, it's hard. They don't like confrontation. They're going to tell you the truth like one time. And then if you're going to try to sweeten the deal to keep them there, they'll take it, but they just don't want to fight with you. But they're going to still do what they want to do. And at that point, you're just kind of on pause with them. Like you just hanging in limbo in a relationship that they're just keeping you on. And you're just there because kind of like a placeholder until they find someone better. And who wants to be in that spot? I'm telling you, don't do that to yourself. And that's what JLo's doing. If you find yourself in relationships like that over and over again, where you see, this individual, let's say this is a female and it's a guy that she's heterosexual, and this guy, he don't call when he says he's going to call. He doesn't show up on your birthday. He doesn't spend birthday with you. And when you guys together, he seems to be irritable. When you do communicate, it seems to be lukewarm. Then that guy is not into you. He's not. Because I know one thing I know for sure, absolutely for certain. And I've seen it because I got tons of men in my family. I got a son and a daughter. If they like you, if a man wants you, there's nothing you're going to do to stop him from showing you that. He's going to want to be there. He's going to show up on your birthday. He's going to call you. He's showing up at your house. He's going to buy you things. That's a guy that's invested. He's plugged in. He wants to be there. Men are real simple. They're not that complicated. They are very, very simple. We're the emotional creatures. They're not. So when you see Ben Affleck walk around, they say, oh, he's got that sitting bitch face. No, he's not happy. He's a freaking alcoholic and trying to struggle with his addiction. Why would he be smiling? But the face he has with his daughter here, he seems to be fine to me. He's like looking like, okay, who taking a picture? But this is a totally different face. He's with his daughter. He's at peace. He's not frowning. He's at peace. He might be aggravated that there's a paparazzi there, but you did that, Ben, because you should not have started up with JLo again, period. You should go no contact. You should have done that. Talk to Dr. Drew. Ben Affleck should talk to Dr. Drew Pinsky. Dr. Drew Pinsky is an addiction specialist, and the man is a genius when it comes to addiction. He studied it for over 40 years. He knows it backwards and forwards. I love listening to him. When I work, I put him on his podcast. He has all different kind of people. I love him. He is very smart, and he knows about addiction. And I can tell you now, Ben Affleck going back and forth with JLo is not healthy. So he can't. Ben looks like irritated because he got Bagria took a picture, and I wonder if JLo called Bagria and said he going to the Halloween that we just. JLo probably wanted to know if her daughter, Sai, her baby. Let's say her baby Sai wanted to go with Finn to the Halloween store, and Ben was like, "No, we're gonna go together, me and you, daddy, daughter, or whatever date." And JLo, mad because Sai can't go, calls Bagria, said they're going to be at this location because Bagria took the picture. And I know Ben did not call Bagria. He didn't do that. That was JLo. They're JLo's people. So Ben looks like he's aggravated that but Ben, you should not have started over again. Just go no contact with JLo. Do yourself a favor. Reach out to Dr. Drew Pinsky. I would suggest Ben Affleck do that so he can learn how to break free from that. And move on with his life. Statute of limitations for perjury is 5 years. Oh, so if JLo had perjured herself at all during that pow. Oh, no, she didn't testify, did she? They didn't charge her with nothing. I don't think she testified, did she? But if she testifies now, she got 5 years. She better not lie. She better not lie. That would not be smart, JLo. Supposedly, Diddy has something to do with Lisa Lopez from TLC, Duff? You think so? Marty, you heard that? Because she was somewhere in Belize, right? She was in Belize. That was so sad. And it was a freak car accident, right? Usher dated Chili. Yes, he did. He sure did. And Chili was older than him. She is older than him. What? Oh my God. Oh, you know what? Before Jess, we got to talk about that. But before I made a connection, I was talking to my daughter Here's a connection I don't know if you guys thought about. Remember, okay, Usher supposedly discovered Justin Bieber, right? He sent Justin Bieber over to Puff Daddy. We know that. Now, Usher, guess who sent Usher to P. Diddy? It was L.A. Reid. And L.A. Reid wanted Usher to learn about the Flavor Camp. He sent, so basically L.A. Reid, who was part of Babyface and L.A. Reid, remember they were famous record producers. They had a lot of hits in the 90s. And then L.A. Reid ended up heading up Columbia, one of those other record companies. Well, L.A. Reid was the one that sent Usher over to P. Diddy. And guess who was under L.A. Reid? Pink. Pink was under L.A. Reid, an artist under L.A. Reid. And Pink was all over Justin Bieber, allegedly. All over that young boy when he was underage. Just a side note. All of these intertwines and all of these, they are all in it. It is a cabal of some sort. I believe it more than anything now. You gotta basically, like Cat Williams said. Cat Williams was like, he said, you have to tell Diddy no. You gotta tell that. I'm gonna use the N-word, guys. So don't want to offend nobody, but I'm black, so I use it. He said, you gotta tell that nigga no. You gotta tell him no, because Cat Williams said Puff Daddy was bugging him. Puff Daddy wanted to get him and an after party so he can probably drug him. Puff Daddy said, Cat Williams said that he got a virgin hole. I was like, oh my God. So that means Puff Daddy was going out there targeting every celebrity he could. How many of those celebrities said yes? How many of them said yes? Okay, Jesdale says selling his collection of bikes, letting musicians read private letters, feds knocking on the door, and Diddy arrest. Yep, that ran that man away. But you know what? I think that was God showing him what he got. And he woke up quick, didn't he? That's it. He woke up quick. Let me get this man off with his daughter, first of all. Let's put up just JLo, because I don't want Ben Affleck and his daughter up here where we talk about nasty ass Puff Daddy, okay? But we can talk about these two, JLo and Ben, the way it was. God, they took so many pictures together. Hold on, let me show you. The way it was, the happy couple. When was this taken? Oh, they say the $68 million property that, view tab. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, yeah. So good. This is better. So we have these two. I don't want to be talking about Puff Daddy with that man's baby on the screen. So yeah, Jazz, she sold his bikes. Yep, the letters, the feds knocking on the door, and I think that the size influence on the daughter trying to turn into a boy. I think all of that, I think this is God's way of giving him chance, saying this is what you chose, man. Is this really what you want? You better wake up. And the feds come knocking on your door. And can you imagine when the feds come knocking at your door? It's serious. That would be one of my nightmares. That would be a nightmare for me. If I'm sitting here enjoying my tea and you guys hear my doorbell ring and I go skipping to the door and I see two men in suits like Rhonda. Which feds was it? Was it this is the FBI, or was it a Homeland Security? I'm like, I would drop this hot tea. I'd be like, what happened? I'd be like, oh my God. Because if they're there, they're there for a reason. And when they come a knocking, they know what they're looking for. And you are in their crosshairs. Think about it. I'm going to take you guys with me to go get some tea. Let me heat up this. Let me get more tea, okay? But you are in their crosshairs, right? If they come a knocking, they got you in their crosshairs. Yes, they do. Hold on one second, guys. They got you in their crosshairs. Yes, they do. And they're going to want to know X, Y, and Z. and I'm going to be sweating in my boots and quivering, and like, I would be scared, but I'd be like, I want to know what's up. Why do you want me? Why are you knocking on my door? I don't want to be rude, but why are you knocking on my door? Be real specific and be quick about it, because I'm about to freak out. Because there should be no reason why a Fed should be knocking on my door. None. So I'm going to freak out. So please tell me, why are you knocking on my door? And then they're going to tell you, but you already know you're going to need a lawyer, because they would not be knocking if you didn't need one. And you want to make sure that you got a lawyer, because you don't want to say something that'll get you in trouble. So that's why I'd be like, why are you here? What do you want? That's it. And once they tell that, then I'd be like, okay, then, I'd be shaking in my boots, and I'd be on the verge of crying, because I'd be scared shitless. And then I have to get my lawyer. I'd be like, and who got me in trouble? Who got me in trouble? So it's serious. It is so serious. Let me look at some of these comments. I knew in January 24 Golden Globe Awards that he was done. Oh, yeah. Did you see them arguing? And she put on that smile, and I was like, JLo, what is going on with you and your man? This is too early. This is way too early. You guys ain't been married a year at the time. She wore that pink gown. It's like, it was like, JLo, why? Anna de Armas doesn't like that whole circus paparazzi. Yeah, she doesn't see, she's very private too. And the thing is that because she's part of Hollywood. She's part of Hollywood. She don't have to prostitute herself in front of paparazzi. She don't have to do that like JLo does, or like them other Hollywood people do. She don't have to do none of that, because she's bookable. She's booking work just on her talent. And she's a beautiful woman too. So she's just, and she's not trying to sell that. She's trying to sell her talent. She's a good actress. And I like that. Ben Affleck, if he could have married her, I think he would have. But I think he couldn't keep her. I think she saw that he had a lot of baggage, and she know her worth. And she was like, shit, I am 31 years old. There is no way in hell. She don't need him to get her no job, because she's bookable. She's been booking work without him. So she didn't need him for work. So she probably liked hanging out with him. But then she saw this man's got a lot of baggage. And let me tell you, if he's a recovering alcoholic and he's off the wagon, on or off, and he's divorced and got little kids and dealing with all those issues, I think she said, no, there's not a sweet enough deal to make her do that. She's like, no. And he throws a tantrum, of course. And, he had to get over it. Then he married JLo. Hopefully he wasn't trying to get her jealous, because I don't think Anna de Armas is jealous of JLo. She has no right to be. Ain't nobody. Perez Hilton said that about Kit Kennedy. Kit Kennedy is not jealous of JLo. That girl is 30. Kit Kennedy's 33 years old, 34. Why would she be jealous of JLo? I don't understand, Perez. Why? I mean, I don't get it. Okay. Jess says, Anna doesn't like the LA life. She's super private. Yes, she is. And I love how she rolled. I love smart, talented people, especially smart, talented women. She knows her worth. And she definitely, she knows it, because she dumped Ben Affleck. It was not the other way around. And I can guarantee you Ben Affleck gave more to her than he gave to JLo. I can guarantee you that. He was chasing that young girl. Marty Stubbs said, I feel bad for her daughter having to pal around with her between men and then being dumped when she has a guy. That's bad. You know something? Okay, I told you guys I try to intertwine some of my life experiences, because I've learned a lot in my life. I've made mistakes, but I've made some good decisions too. One of the decisions, let me plug in my computer again. Oh my God, this thing is going dark. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. When I divorced And after my relationship did not work out with my, let's call him Jay. He was the only one my kids met. I decided when they were younger, I said, I'm not going to date anyone serious. I'm not going to bring any man around my kids until they are in high school. Because I was like, they can end up seeing all different kind of guys. And I just did not want them to have that experience with all those different men coming in and out. And these are men that they're going to get to know and bond with. And, and it's like, I just did not want that. Some would say, Rhonda, that's too, I remember, and people say, I'm not going to bring anybody around my kids. No, unless it's really serious. And I never had anybody that's super serious where I want to bring them around. So, and I'm glad I did that, because your kids see everything. They see it. And if my kids see me, you got shit, man number 1, 2 years, man number 2, a year, man number 3, 3 months, man number 4, 2 years, man number 5, a year, man number 6. And, and my son sees this, and my daughter think it's okay to go from man to man to man to man. No, that's not okay. And I'm sorry, I'm not judging others, but I'm like, nope, I have to live by example. And your kids see everything. I could not do that. I can't do that to them. There's just no way. I'm like, no, I don't want my son to think that it's okay to have a woman. I have to live by example. And I did that. So no, I was not celibate the whole time. That would be a lie. And I'm not going to lie to you. I shoot straight, pow, pow. But, as I was working on myself, I knew how to be able to have relationships or friendships that, over my, during those years, have a friendship that did not turn into marriage, but it was rewarding and it was companionship. But I didn't bring nobody around my kids because I did not want them to see that. No. So yeah, I judge JLo and behavior like that, because you should not have men running, not with no little babies running around. And your teen or kids, your daughter and where does your daughter get the idea now that where does all these ideas come? That's because they're filling a void that's missing because you're not there to parent. That's why. Marty says, she even says in her movie, she has her booty in her bank account as boy bye. Yeah. She said, yeah, I saw she got her booty in her bank. Yeah. And it's like, girl, come on. You got more than that, JLo. You got more than your booty in your bank account, your ass. You got more than that. And this idea that this, only the most beautiful girls are the ones with guys. And, I was telling my daughter today, we were laughing about that. It's like you see some of these girls that be going to size 0 trying to find guys. And, and guess what? Most of the big chicks I know got men. Do you know that? Have you looked around and think about it? The full figured and heavier set women, they be having men. They be having boyfriends and husbands. And who told me that? Or who told me that? I think it was my brother that said that once. It was like, no. You know what? It was my uncle. He said that it's nothing like having a fuller figured woman, especially when you lay down, they're so warm, lay next to them. I'm like, ooh, want to be hot? He said, nope, they feed you. They so happy to be with you. They take care of you. And then they give you loving. And then you go to sleep and they don't bitch and moan because they glad you're there. I'm like, hey, there's a formula to it, right? We know that, hey, because let me tell you, this idea that only the most attractive women are the ones with husbands and boyfriends, that's a lie. That is a lie. Okay, Marty Stubb, obviously that isn't enough. No, it's not enough. It's more than that. It is more than that. And Ben Affleck comes from a solid family. It's more than that. Desiderata, they say Diddy poisoned and murdered Brittany Murphy. It is new. What? How did Brittany Murphy dated Ashton Kutcher? She sure did. Before he got with Demi Moore. He actually dumped Brittany Murphy. Wow, why would he do that? But why would he kill her? You know what? Puff Daddy gonna be accused of killing all kind of people. You know what? And I think YouTube gonna get me about the killing stuff. YouTube love to demonetize if you get into certain topics. So, oh well. Baby Boxer, that Red Table Talk show was cringe to me. You know what, Baby Boxer? I did not like that show because Jada thought she really she thought she was this impressive new age thinker. Like she was just the one to listen to. And it's like, girl, bye. I mean, really? For real? We supposed to listen to you, JLo? I knew not to not JLo. Jada Pinkett Smith? Ooh, this is hot. Jada Pinkett with that Red Table Talk, and she would have their celebrities on. And it's like, girl, and then when Will Smith with this whole entanglement thing, and they tried to sell it to us as normal. That's when I said, oh, look at this. I was squinting at. I was like, look at this. Excuse me. Look at these two. They targeted that young boy. He was sleeping with the son Jaden, allegedly. And then all of a sudden now Jada jumps on it. Now this is a young boy's friend. What mother targets her young son's friend? Think about that. What mother targets their young son's friend? Remember when Willow took that picture with that young actor? He was 21 and she was what, 14? And Jada Pinkett Smith called us covert pedos. This was a couple of years back. It all makes sense now. No, them kids and Willow wanted to run a pornographic company where she don't star in it, but she wanted to gear it towards females. Who does that? Who thinks that's okay? What world do you think that's okay? So back to Jada Pinkett Smith and on her Red Table Talking, she and Will Smith trying to convince us that it was okay that she target that young boy friend. So that means her son. So basically they have the son bring in the boys and then Jada and Will get in on the action. Is that what's going on? Remember Empire Bashir Gray is the boy's name. Apparently he ran out of Will Smith's house, they said. And this is what Jaguar Wright said. And then also they said that Puff Daddy turned him out. He went to Puff Daddy's parties, allegedly. So Will Smith gets on Red Table Talk with Jada, and then they say, oh, it's an entanglement, and Will knew about it. And what, we're supposed to put Jada and Will on a pedestal now? That's not marriage. That is not marriage. That's not marriage. And what, we're supposed to look at that and put these clowns on a pedestal? These are broken people, y'all. They are broken. Broken. It's clear. And then he smacks the shit out of Chris Rock. I mean, right at the Oscars and used profanity, just didn't give a damn. And now he sits back. And you know what? And I'm going to be honest with you. When Will Smith makes a movie, I go see it. I just wish he would be honest about who he is and stop trying to fool us, because we're not fooled. We've seen too much. After COVID, listen, after COVID and all them people died, Hollywood and all that shit, and then everything's coming out, it's hard to fool us anymore. You can't fool the people anymore. We don't even trust what you say anymore. We don't even trust the legacy media anymore. Why are we going to trust what the hell you say anymore? So these celebrities, the best thing to do is to learn, just go away, because we don't believe it. Anytime, so back at this Jada Pinkett and this Red Table Talk, just quickly, they tried to convince us. They were trying to spin it to us that this is a method. They're going to stay divorced forever. That's what her and Will Smith said. Divorced forever. Really? And we're supposed to put you on a pedestal for that. Really? That's so stupid. So that's that. Yeah, so I never liked Red Table Talk. And Jada Pinkett, I never bought nothing she sold. Remember her book came out, and then they were trying to say, and I was doing videos back to back, by the way, side note. They were saying Jada Pinkett's book hit New York Times bestseller list, but on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, it wasn't. It didn't even break in the top 10. And then on New York Times bestseller list, then I looked it up and they said if you sell 5,000 copies within a certain, like the first 24 hours or something, then you get put on there. And then I saw Will Smith say, Jada's on the New York Times bestseller list. And I'm like, well, shit, yeah, Will, if you bought 5,000 copies, all 5,000 the first 24 hours, sure it is. See how the game works? See how it's played? Look at her, but in her, it was never on New York. It was never top of Amazon or Barnes and Noble. We got to look at the real sellers, those third party sellers where we know Amazon is third party. New York Times Magazine, it can be bought. Amazon shows real sale numbers. They were trying to doctor it just for PR, and we didn't fall for it. Nobody gave a damn about what Jada Pinkett, her book worthy. Nobody cared what Jada Pinkett Smith said. And by the way, this whole idea that she was in love with Tupac, Tupac never claimed Jada Pinkett Smith while he was alive. He was with all different, I think he was with Quincy Jones' daughter and probably many others. But because he can't really defend himself and she knew him when they were in that creative arts high school, then we're supposed to believe that they were true loves. Girl, shut up. You're just trying to grab onto that man's coattail, another man. And any way that you can poke Will Smith in the eye, because you and Will Smith were involved in all kind of alleged swinging stuff in the 90s and 2000s. And you mad because Will Smith, every time you try to break free, you pull that out on him. You probably got videos and stuff on him over y'all experiences together during the 90s and 2000s. You got videos on that man, and you are trapping him, and he's afraid to leave because he don't want you to write a real book or release any real video of what he was doing during you guys' alleged swinging days. And now we're supposed to believe that your worthy book is a #1 bestseller. No, we knew, Will. I knew it was BS. And you guys, he did 5,000 copies the first 24 hours you can get on New York Times bestseller list. It's like 5,000 the first 12 or first 24 hours. And then he went out and announced that. But then you looked at Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, the book wasn't selling that much. Goes to show you, see? You got to watch these people with squinty ass. Jer says Mace. Oh, yeah, the rapper Mace. Yes. And Mace turned into a preacher now, didn't he? And he's admitted to some, I mean, not directly, but indirectly to some crap that Puff Daddy was doing. Operation Paperclip. Good to see you, Operation Paperclip. Teen must be 16 to drive. Brain develops at 25 years of age. Yet, some governors give kids right to cut body parts. Yes, they do. Male hormones make girls' bones brittle. Yep. Female hormones for boys. When adult can't climax. So, you know something? That's right, Operation Paperclip. You can't drive till you're 21. That's right. This is 16. You can get a permit. I mean, you can't drink till you're 21. You can drive at 16 and get your license. What, at 18? Your frontal lobe, right, is not fully developed until you're 25. But yet they let these kids take hormone blockers and all that stuff under 18. And you know what, guys? I'm going to shoot straight to you, and I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm going to shoot straight pow, because you know that I do. And I mean it from a place of love. That's the thing. I just believe in telling the truth. I believe there was an agenda. I believe it was an agenda to turn these kids, to make these children, I'm talking about kids 18 and under 18. So these plastic surgeons and all of this, they created a market, and all of a sudden, and I don't want to say it's highly weird. I'm just saying that there was an agenda. There was money to be made to target underage kids, to make them question their sexuality or their gender, and start putting them on hormones and stuff, because these doctors get paid for that. They make money from that. They make big money from that. Chop the breast off, chop the penis off, gut out their female organs, attach on all of this before, give them a hormones or hormone blockers or whatever. All of this under the age of 18. The same thing they're doing with this whole Ozempics and Wegovy and all that. Dr. Drew Pinsky said that he's starting to see Ozempic and Wegovy deaths and all from the weight loss stuff they got going on. He's starting to see deaths from it. You see Oprah Winfrey. Remember when a couple like last month, Gail said that she was puking in diarrhea because remember Oprah lost all that weight from Ozempic. Now I saw Oprah interviewing Kamala Harris on that town hall. Oprah's gaining her weight back. That's because that Ozempic is tearing her up. So basically, what they do is in the United States, and they pick a market, they target it, and they make it where they relax the laws and the guidelines and stuff, so they can market these certain people in the community. So you got kids that are taking these hormone blockers and all that, and all you got to do is plant that seed, and these kids run away, and those kids without guidance run away with it. Kids should not have that much time on their hands. They can't drive until they're 16. They can't vote until you're 18. They cannot drink till they're 21. It depends on the state, 21. Because some states, I think you can drink younger. And they even know that your frontal lobe is not fully developed till you're in your mid-20s. But yet you're going to market some transsexual, you're going to cut the breast off and cut the penis off, or you're going to give them hormones to switch sexes. And then when they're 23, 24, you see videos on YouTube, Jordan Peterson had them on there of people that are having second thoughts, but they've already transitioned. This is crazy. This is crazy. And these are all young souls that have no guidance. Their parents. You cannot allow yourself to be chopped on and experimented on. You can't allow your children that. You can't allow that to happen to your children either. That's why I said with JLo, what is this? And I can see Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner comes from West Virginia, and her parents are in their 80s. So can you imagine at their grandfather's funeral with his family, and that baby girl got up there with all her hair cut off in a suit on, saying, "Call me Finn," at her grandfather's funeral. So to me, that's tragic. I just think that's so sad. But I'm glad to see Ben Affleck with his baby. But as far as Operation Paperclip, I agree with you. It's just another marketing ploy, another way to make money. These surgeons are making big bucks. They are making money. There is no way a child should have surgery before the age of 18. And really not until, I don't think until you're 27 or 30, to be honest with you. But once you're 18, you're an adult, but definitely not under 18. I don't agree with that. LaFace Records. Yeah, that's right. L.A. Reid and Babyface. CWM311. That's right. They were part of LaFace Records in the 90s. And they had so many hits. I mean, they were powerhouse producers. Yes, they were. I think TLC was under them. Toni Braxton was under them. Who else? Remember Take 6? Ready or not, I give you everything. Oh, I love that song. Honduras. What happened? Oh, Honduras? Do they do surgery in Honduras? I wouldn't be surprised. Marty Stubbs says, I wonder what the Pink connection was. Yeah, Pink was L.A. Reid was under L.A. Reid's label when he ended up. When L.A. Reid and Babyface split, he ended up heading up the company Clive Davis. I don't know if it was Columbia, one of those music labels. L.A. Reid had that up, and Pink was under his label. Yep. Renee says it said Diddy has connection with Left Eye and Nipsey's underlying due to exposing some witch doctor in a foreign country in Honduras. Is that what you said, Honduras? Wow, you never know. You just never know it because it's all a cabal and they all tied together. Operation. Tall, handsome, bulky white guy who plays tough guy Jack Reacher. Yeah, I know Jack Reacher confessed that he agreed to submitting to what? With the director or producer to get an acting gig. He was almost crying. For real. I gotta look that up. I know Jack Reacher, that series. I am not, it's a cabal. You gotta play. You gotta play the game in order to get ahead. Kevin Spacey confessed to a struggling actor that he and that he Spacey loved turning tough guys like Marines. That's awful. It's all about power. That is awful. And you know something? And I mentioned Anna de Armas in that Marilyn video, Marilyn Monroe on Netflix, the movie. There was a series. It was so good. And just imagine, this was what, in the 40s. They were turning people out thin and they still doing it. That is terrible. Why should you have to go through all that to get a role? But you know what? There are those celebrities that have not done that. But I don't know. Maybe those we assume didn't do it. Those who have just made it. Like, what about Brad Pitt? Angelina Jolie, George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio. Who else? Joaquin Phoenix. Who else? Don Cheadle, Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson. Did any of them have to do it? I find it hard to believe that Robert De Niro had to do that. I just don't. I don't think so. You never know. Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson. I think they had, you know what? Samuel M. Jackson started with Spike Lee. I remember him with Spike Lee when he did what was the one where it was the biracial, it was the black guy, it was Wesley Snipes and Annabella Sciorra. They were dating each other, and I think Spike Lee, not Spike Lee, Samuel Jackson was a drug addict. Or am I intertwining a couple of movies? You guys let me know, but Samuel Jackson really started out early. So did Denzel Washington in the 70s, because Denzel Washington started out in St. Elsewhere, which was directed by, I want to say by Gwyneth Paltrow's father, right? And Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was on Sesame Street, right? I remember him when I was a little kid. So those guys, I find it hard to believe, but I don't know. You don't know, because they had just took the opportunities and went with it. I don't know. Jez says, I just read that supposedly JLo been secretly helping Diddy, worried she going down with him, and that Ben is livid and that she is going to be pulled into court to testify. I heard that too, Jazz. I heard that she had. I heard that she was still communicating with Puff Daddy and lying about it and helping him. I did hear that, and Ben Affleck did not like that. He did not like that fact. And why are they still? I heard that she was still financially involved with him, like in business dealings with Ben Affleck. Yeah, I did read that. I did read that somewhere. Suge Knight, Mystery Singer says, hi, Mystery Singer. Suge Knight said FBI sent Ben, JLo, and Diddy freak off videos. That's when Ben was done. What? That's what Suge Knight said? What? And you know Suge Knight, no. Let me tell you guys, he's the end. He was the head of Death Row at his peak. And you know, he knows all the ins and outs in that industry. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if JLo blew them off and they sent them tapes. I really wouldn't be surprised. If you blow them feds off and they know they got you, they're going to send you a clip. They're going to send Ben and Clinton. I would not be surprised. Baby oil and GHB, no joke. Oh God, that's disgusting. What are they doing with the baby oil? I'm so confused about the baby oil. I am so confused about that, because I know women can't use that. So I guess it's for the men. And he needed 1,000 jars. Because you know, women, we can't use that baby oil. That's not that, they'll be in trouble. They'll get all kind of problems. Women do. So it had to have been from the third eye. Dana says, hi, Rhonda. There's an old video of Matt Lauer interviewing JLo back in the day about the Pow Pow incident. Have you seen it? JLo's putting on her best acting skills. No, I didn't, but I'm going to pull it up. Dana, I'm definitely going to pull it up because I'm curious. Because JLo is not, she's been quiet. Let's see how long it's going to be. Let's see, guys, here's homework for us, all of us. Let's see what kind of PR maneuver JLo's going to come out with. Is she going to pretend like she and Ben Affleck are out again at a, they can't stay away from each other? Now, Ben Affleck, if he's smart, he'll stay away. So two things. How long will Ben Affleck stay away from JLo? He did it from what? March or April all the way to what? Late August, early September. So how long can he do it again? Now, the other homework though is to see what kind of spin JLo and her people will make, because she's been real quiet. And that movie Unstoppable comes out when? Is it in November or is it December? So we want to see how, I don't think Unstoppable's going to do that well, but we're going to see. But in the meantime, we want to see what kind of PR spin JLo's going to come up with. Because she hiding out, guys. She is hiding out. I'm quite sure that she's hiding out. Kimmy says, hey, Rhonda, I believe Ben is going to distance himself from JLo ASAP. He'd better. Because this is not good. This is not good at all. There's nothing funny about that, messing with the feds. And if she still got her money entangled with him, now that I think about it, guys, we got to think about that. Somebody wrote that just a couple of comments ago. If he's got money, if she's got money intertwined with Puff Daddy in any kind of way, that's bad too. Because why did she cut off all contact with him? Why does she need to be involved with him financially in any way? Why? Why would she need to be involved with him in any kind of way? It's scummy. Knowing his history, it's just scummy. She didn't give a shit. Okay, Alicia Stephanie. A little girl can be born with a chromosome that does not allow her body to absorb hormones. It has to do with chromosomes, and Dr. Wood know. If you take away the hormone the little girl needs, I think you need to finish that. Just finish it and let me know. I'll read it if you pull it up. Okay, CWM311. Yep. No, Honduras was where Left Eye died, I believe. Oh, she died in Honduras, not in Belize. Okay. Oh, wow. I was so shocked when she died, too, because everybody else survived in that car crash, and she didn't. You know, all these freak deaths. Interesting. She was part of L.A. Reid LaFace Records with TLC. That movie was called Jungle Fever. Yes, Sam played the crackhead, brother Wesley. Thank you, CWM311. Jungle Fever. Gator. Yes, Samuel Jackson's been in the game a long time. He's a part of Hollywood. These are skilled and experienced actors, and I would hope, but you never know, because it's just too many stories like that. I'm going to look up Jack Reacher, because I see that. I've seen the previews, like I've seen the thumbnails, and I think, is on Netflix or is it on Hulu? And I've been wanting to watch it, but it's so much good programming on TV. So I'm going to check that out, his story, because I'm curious. There's a video of Bill Cosby on Sesame Street speaking in code sexually to kids. Disney transgender office says there's no age in which they wouldn't speak about sex to kids. That's crazy. You know, I got issues with Disney anyways. I got some questions about them with that whole Prince Harry and the Etsy award giving, it's when Disney do shit like that, when they say there should be no age limit to when you discuss sex with kids, are you kidding me? That's why you cannot use TV and these people to raise your kids. You can't, because they don't know. They're just trying to sell their products. Disney is trying to get their products in front of these kids' ass as early as possible. That's all they're trying to do. They don't give a damn about our kids or their mental health, none of that. JLo should marry Puffy so she won't be forced to testify. Operation Paperclip. she got to divorce Ben Affleck first. She could do that quick though. Yeah, because that might save her get out of jail free card. She should. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Reacher was on Prime. Oh, it's on Prime, Margot. Okay, yep. Jack Reacher. Did Tom Cruise do the first Jack Reacher? I think he did, right? Right, guys? I think he did. He was Jack Reacher. Tom Cruise did it first. I'm going to check it out. And that actor, I'm going to find out about that. So, So we talked about JLo. Oh, guys, we got 15 more minutes. Let's see. Yes, the movie. Thanks, Margot. Thank you. Yep, I thought I remember that. So that poor guy. So he said, wait, Operation Paperclip. He said that he slept with a producer to get a role. Oh my God. That leads me to what, you know who I think I wonder about what The Rock. You notice The Rock, he's getting all kind of roles. And when you mentioned Operation Paperclip, when you mentioned Jack Reacher, I thought of that guy and I said, look at The Rock too. And what's the other one's name? It's The Rock. And what's the other wrestler that's an actor now that's been getting a lot of roles? I wonder if he, I'm like, because it's starting to, they are getting role after role after role. They're playing the game. They're playing. Abraham said, hi, Abraham says, what did Diddy do wrong besides show love and a good time to people to welcome in his home just to get backstabbed by the same people turned greedy schemers willing to ruin his reputation for riches? Well, Abraham, he did more than that now. I mean, have you seen the Cassie video? And the testimony from other people that have testified, that have given testimony, he's doing more than welcome people in his home. Okay. A lot more than that. All right, guys, let's see. One more thing. Ben Affleck. Oh, Family Matters. Okay. Remember Urkel. Let me show you this, guys. Remember Urkel, the family man. Family Matters. Urkel. Remember the father. Let's pull this up. Hold on. Let me share this with you. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last part of the story, and I will let you guys know. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Abraham says, I don't like men, but he's a very handsome guy. I'm sure it was consensual, and Cassie had it coming. All right, Abraham. Are you trolling us? Cassie did not deserve to be beaten that way. And you know something? Side note, you can have people that are into kink and that are swinging, but it is consensual. But anytime that you drug people and you coerce people, and you force women to have sex with men, S workers, against their will, and you drug them and you beat them, that's a problem. That is a big problem. So, all right. Let's get on. You see let me turn it. What happened to the family man guy? The Family Matters. Hold on. Let me find him again, guys. This advertising is killing me. Here we go. Right here. Do you guys remember Urkel and the father? Okay, look at this. You know what? I'm going to kill them in a minute. Close this. Here we go. There we go. All right, him. Remember him? Do you guys remember him? Look at this. Let's look at it closer. Look at him. Remember the father in Family Matters? Where there was a rumor for a while that he and Puff Daddy were involved in a sexual liaison. They were lovers, okay? And he actually comes out to answer the whole thing in page 6, which leads me to think that let's just say there might be some truth in it. So let's look at this article here in page 6 right quick. Check this out. This is hilarious. Can you guys see this? Let me make it bigger so you can at least read it too. Family Matters star Reginald VelJohnson denies having sex with Sean Diddy Combs. He says, I don't know that man. And this was published on the 27th. So this was 2 days ago in page 6. Reginald VelJohnson. Oh, he's older now. Look at that. Reginald VelJohnson has reacted to the recent claim that he was previously sexually involved with Sean Diddy Combs, a rumor that surfaced after the disgraced rapper was arrested on sex trafficking charges on September 16. That's all bullshit, the Family Matters alum told TMZ during an outing in Los Angeles on Wednesday afternoon. I don't know that man. I've never met him before. Are you sure? Are you sure, Reginald? You never met P-Diddy? You never been to any of the white parties? How about the freak-offs? You know the freak-offs, huh? He says, I don't know that man. He's 72 years old, says of Combs amid the rapper's ongoing sex trafficking allegations. What do you guys think? You think he's telling the truth? I know. He's got a horrible taste in clothes. I know. He's got a horrible taste in clothes. Let's tell him that. So let's look at some of these comments. Do you guys think there's any truth to that? Do you guys think so? We're gonna ignore Abraham because Abraham is trolling us. Yep, I do agree, Margot. Yes, he is. It's the trafficking that's gonna get him. Yes, CW. Oh yeah. Woo! Puff Daddy ain't going out of it. He needs to settle in. And if anything, if I was Puff Daddy, he needs to stop paying these lawyers these big dollars because he's got to hold on to his pennies. Because these lawyers gonna run them fees up. They're gonna run them out. They're gonna run it until he has no money. How he gonna pay off some of the inmates to keep him safe? How's he gonna do that? No, Abraham. I don't know how we got you up. Bringing people across state lines from our country for sex. Yes, that was wrong. Okay, so let's see. Cammy, what a strange shirt. Yeah, he's got terrible taste in clothes. He really does. Can't tell. Operation can't tell. Yeah, it's hard to he says he never met Puff Daddy. I've never seen a picture of them together. So I'm gonna say it's just a rumor. Now, if I see a picture of him at a white party, or they're him and like Puff Daddy and Meek Mills, there are a lot of photographs of them together. And you know those two. And let's pull it up. Hold on. We're going to pull up Puff Daddy and Meek Mills because we want to see. And I heard in them two, they was an actual couple. And Meek Mills. And we heard about that whole, oh God, I don't even want to think about that tape. We don't even want to go there but you look at these two. And there was one picture, they were dressed alike. I said, look at these two love bugs. I wish I could find the one. Look at this. Look at that. Look at them. Let me make this bigger so we can check out these two. Puff Daddy and Meek Mills. I'm going to take myself out of it. And let's take a look at these two. Puff Daddy and Meek Mills and pictures. Because they say these two were actual, they are, and that tape was, I'm trying to find an image of them together. Look at this. They were together quite a bit, weren't they? What the hell? I want to get the one where they were dressed up alike. Oh, right here. They were twins. Look at this, guys. And then I'm going to let you go. Look at this image of them. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Look at that. Can you guys look at them? They're dressed alike. They got the same clothes on. Let me wait a minute. How do you make this bigger? Hold on, guys. Oh, here it is. Share this tab instead. There we go. Can you guys see this? These two? I mean, look at this. Look at that. They're twins, y'all. They are twins. Let me see if I can find another one. They cannot help themselves. They are coupled up. They are loved up, y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Is this another one of them together? Oh my God. These two, I can't get over this. Hold on 1 second. Let me find another. There's so many images of these two together. So, who's this? Oh, look at this. Let me share this with you guys. Hold on 1 second. This last one, and then I am going to let you go. Hold on 1 second. This is interesting. This just came up. Share screen. Share screen. Sean Diddy spoke. So this must have been when Meek Mills was still in jail. Remember that time he was in jail? And let me see. Let's make this bigger so you're able to see it. There we go. Sean Diddy Combs spoke to Meek Mill on New Year's Eve, says he's in good spirits. So this is when Meek Mill was in jail. This is a 2018. Meek Mill couldn't spend the New Year's like most of us celebrating with friends and family, but the imprisoned, energetic MC was definitely not forgotten by his peers. Drake referenced Meek Mill on the Family Feud freestyle with Lil Wayne. I need my paper long like Millie verse or too long. We don't care nothing about that. Puff, okay, this is what we want to know. Puff revealed some of his convo with the Philly King. I spoke to Meek today. This is private business, but I think y'all should know he's in good spirits. I personally heard his voice. Pops, Reverend Al is helping him. We're going to stay tuned and we're going to break Meek out. Oh, what? We got any more images? Let's see. No, they don't have any images of it. All right, guys. Well, it looks like they go way, way back. Looks like they go way back, y'all. Puff Daddy and Meek Mills. All right. Let's see 2 more comments here, and then I am going to call it a night. This is about the right time for us. Okay, Puffy, the game went together for 2 years, traveling the world, and the game produced no music though. So what did the game spend all that time doing with Puff, right? Oh, I didn't know that. They spent 2 years traveling the world. Maybe that drug dealer saw the game and who? He said it wasn't Puff Daddy. It was 2 rappers, but it wasn't Puff Daddy involved. So it was maybe it was the game and Drake. Oh man. And we know old girl from Beverly, Basketball Wives, Evelyn Lozado, her daughter is pregnant by the game. Oh my God. See, story I heard was there was a tape being shopped around Hollywood of Diddy and an A-lister that a high profile than Diddy. What? I wonder who that was. Was it Diddy and Ashton? Is Ashton Kutcher or is considered higher profile than Diddy? Or was it Diddy and Leonardo DiCaprio? I don't see Leonardo DiCaprio going both ways. I think but you never know you know what? I don't want to say never. The game was a hottie. The game was a hottie. The game out there shaking his tail, huh? Game out here shaking his tail. All right, guys, this was fun. We're at our 2-hour mark almost. I had a ball. So we got to keep an eye on Miss JLo. Let's see what kind of PR spin she's going to use tonight. I didn't get a chance to cover Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but I'll do that on the next video. We had to get into our topics. JLo, Ben Affleck, Puff Daddy, P-Diddy. But JLo, I wonder what kind of PR spin she's going to use this time, because she's running out of the Ben Affleck angle. I mean, Ben Affleck, let's Ben Affleck stay no contact. Stay no contact, or at least talk to your divorce lawyer, and that is it. Stay no contact. CWM 311. Maybe it was Diddy or someone like Mariah. Oh, Diddy and Mariah Carey. Oh my God. Diddy and Mariah Carey. That's nasty. Any Diddy video is nasty. So, all right, guys, this is great. Let me know if you have any other topics that you want to discuss. I will listen. I'm going to start checking in more regularly because this is a hot topic. I love talking to you guys. This was fun, 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 fun. Beverly Hassel says, "First, hi Rhonda, first here. This was fun. Thanks for joining us, Beverly. This is fun for me too, and I will check in with you guys in the next 24 to 48 hours. I normally post an alert a couple of hours or maybe an hour at the earliest before I post. So stay tuned for that. If you guys please like and subscribe and share if you care. I would like to start taking clips and posting them. I've been so busy with work, but these conversations I really enjoy. So I will be back. All right. Leave. If you guys want to hear other topics, let me know. I'll jump right on it. Otherwise, I want you guys to have a good night. I love you, and I will chat with you soon. Ciao. Mwah.